Spain, finally. When I finished my research about Spain, I already knew that I'm gonna love it. It was just a matter of how much.
That's what I call an exotic country. When your everyday bird is, except sparrow, pigeon, there is a parrot.
Okay, we're starting with full power right from the entrance.
Landing with my friend. I'll show you something. Just hold your jaws. Check it out. It's like CGI. It's like unreal. Wow. What a absolutely spectacular view.
I thought that Switzerland is unbeatable until now. First point and I already lost my jaw somewhere on the ground. The most beautiful mountain view that I've seen in my life. These mountains look so tasty. Don't you think that they resemble colorful cakes with different layers and whipped cream on top?
By the way, this is by far the most silent place I've been so far. No wind today, so no sound of anything. You basically hear the waterfall that it's far from here.
I was totally shocked that in the middle of the season, in the weekend, this trail was completely empty.
I'll let the view sink in for a second in my head, and I'm going down.
The silence and the beauty of this area was so relaxing.
Wait, don't hide. I need you. I need light and warmth. Amazing sunset. Looks like Mordor with a fire and smoke coming out of it. Check it out. These colors. Oh gosh, let me get moved. Let's see the tire. Look at this. Oh my god. Now 15 kilometers down, and I'm doing it on a flat tire.
Yep, riding down with a flat front tire is sketchy, to say the least. Desertish lands and the old towns on top of the stony hills are the characteristic Spanish landscape. And Spain actually does have a fully fledged desert. I went there in search of solitude and raw nature.
I'm so lucky. Amazing. This is what I call a beautiful morning. What up? Bah, look at the dude. Okay, you deserve it. Goat whisperer.
The Carras Trail, one of the many visually pleasing attractions in Spain, very popular even during the pandemia. I really admire people that were able to walk in 40-degree frying sun with masks on.
Well, actually, it would be fun to ride a bike in here.
Now I'm going to Lake Enol. It's a really painful 15-kilometer bicycle climb.
When you see a view like this in the middle of your road in the mountains, what should you do? Yeah, that's the right reaction. Whew. I look like a half transformed transformer. Almost there. Last look at this beautiful valley.
Can't describe how lucky I was, because once I got there I had like 3 minutes to enjoy the views, and then the sun hid behind the peaks, covering both lakes in darkness, plus the whole area literally drowned in the fog within seconds.
Check it out there. The fog is so dense, it creates a lake of fog. It's coming. We're gonna get eaten by the fog.
Hey Mother Nature, thank you for holding your horses until I saw everything.
What a silence. No more cows. No more cars and people. And finally the road down. But I gotta stop. Because I wanted to show you how beautifully some people live. Amazing. What up? Oh, beautiful dogs. Come over here. Come over here. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. So Spain has earned second minus. The best beach in, well, I think one of the best in the world. Cathedral Beach or something like this. You need to get authorized on the website, meaning probably you have to pay. I'm gonna enter anyway. Just gotta find a proper place.
Well, actually you don't have to pay, but there is a limit of people that can be on the beach in the same time, and you have to book a reservation for a specific hour to have a walk on the beach, which to me is absolutely ridiculous. I'd rather eat the brick than follow stupid rules, so I try to find a way to enter it from the other side, which surprisingly turned out to be impossible because the beach is completely surrounded by the high cliffs.
The rocks was too high and too steep. Now I gotta pull all these thorns out of my feet. Ah, shit. Let me check it out if it's possible. Whoop. I think it's the lowest point that I've found so far. I'm able to get down.
You can enter it from the water, but I believe there might be a slight chance of getting smashed on the cliffs. It turned out that the beach is guarded only until 6 PM, which means all my effort was pointless because all I needed was just to wait half an hour and the guards would be already gone.
What's up, dude? No. That's what you want to do. Come on, let it go.
This is how I was greeted in the capital of Spain, Madrid.
So funny.
When it comes to the architecture of the city, it's okay, but what is really awesome is the crazy amount of quality street performers. Some of them blew my mind.
really good. Madrid officially has the best street performers. Check it out. And obviously, pandemia. Hate it.
Next is Seville. The city is really beautiful and it's a pleasure just to wander in the streets. Sadly, some of the most beautiful attractions were closed because of the, yeah, you know who, COVID.
Sadly, because of the coronavirus, the park is closed, but it's so beautiful that I gotta see it. Woohoo, woohoo. I'm excited as hell. Check it out. Who's there? Vlog. Damn, it's like so weird place. Like it's flat, 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 flat. Bam! The ocean begins, and a huge rock at the end. Like, I don't know, it's like some body of a giant that died in here and turned into a stone. It's so unreal.
Surprisingly belongs to the country on the other side of the Europe. Somewhere at the bottom of the Spain there is a tiny piece of land with the streets looking like a little London, with people driving on the left side of the road.
That's so cool. They have a piece of the rock as the back wall of their houses. Okay. So we're officially in the jungle. What's up, man? They've seen so many tourists. They don't give a damn anymore. You don't give a damn, right?
From now on, if someone asks me, man, have you ever seen Africa? Well, I'm gonna say yes.
El Caminito del Rey.
Famous walk on the edge of the vertical walls of the gorge. It's so popular that you have to book it like a week in advance, which is impossible in my case. I decided to enter it right after the sunrise, 2 hours before the opening. There's just one big gate to climb.
Security cameras here. Damn it. Okay, so this is the final bridge. Whoa, that shit's scary.
It turned out that the part of the trail which actually gives you thrills is pretty short. I wanted thrills. I got them at the exit.
They got me. No one can run over here like it. They got me at the entrance. They were actually entering in the same time, and basically they was watching me all the time on CCTV. The guy told me that at the entrance. I was running away. I was lucky to break up. It was like 5 people, but they were not too hostile, luckily. I can finally say that I'm safe, as my bike is hidden in the back, and I can immediately jump in the car once someone from the security shows up. I think they gave up once I started to run. Oh gosh. Well, I would really wanna see a normal way, but I had to book it in advance because of the coronavirus. There's a limited place, blah blah blah. I cannot predict where I'm gonna be in like 1 or 2 days. What about like 1 or 2 weeks, or I don't know. So sorry.
Another bicycle climb and another nice views. As I looked at this rocky area, I was expecting a cool hiking experience. But sadly, the main trail is just a boring walk on a flat ground around the stones in the company of screaming children and their fat parents. As I was frowning and getting butthurt about the wasted time here, I didn't notice that I actually went off the trail and got lost in the middle of the forest of stones. And this is the moment when I started to enjoy this place. Like a lot. It became an actual real-life computer game where you have to find a way out of the rock labyrinth by jumping, climbing, sliding, basically overcoming the various obstacles on your way.
Some extra obstacles in here. Ouch! Oh fuck, it's gonna hurt. Okay, now I got a like 2 to 1.5 meter jump over the biggest thorns I've ever seen. Luckily I met a guy up there. He just showed up for a second and told me that if I keep going this way I'm gonna find a path. And now it's getting dangerous, like I'm sure this stone is moving. So basically just going my way. Yeah. Now I gotta say it's pretty fun.
It reminded me of the old Tomb Raider games with Lara Croft. Initial experience would be 4 out of 10. Ended up with a solid 8 out of 10.
Woo! What a view, my friends! Yeehaw! Yeah! Was working. You gotta love Spain. Olives, lemon, and pomegranate.
Next stop, the city of Granada. The city itself is mediocre, let's not focus on it. But this city has a very peculiar citizen. A crazy woman, weird looking, talking to herself all the time. She's really characteristic. But she seemed to have mastered the skill of teleportation, because throughout the whole day I've seen her 3 times in totally different and distant locations. You can imagine my surprise when in the middle of the night, loud and violent knocking to my van's windows woke me up, and who I see outside?
Get out of here! Get out of here! This sick bitch must keep bothering me, hitting the windows of the car really strong. And she wanted to get inside. I don't know what the hell. She was screaming some name, like probably of her imaginary boyfriend or something. And I gotta scare her off. Jesus Christ. Okay, Sierra Nevada, beautiful mountains, climbing 3,400, and then I'm gonna go down.
Sierra Nevada with its raw lunar landscape. It's maybe not the most picturesque place, but definitely very interesting, as the highest altitude paved roads in the whole Europe are actually here, not in the Alps.
It's almost there.
I'm climbing Pico de Veleta, which can be ridden up to the very top of 3,400 meters.
It is so cold in here. I obviously haven't taken anything except this.
Whenever I go to the mountains, I just gotta make some mistake. This time I didn't take the temperature into account.
So fucking cold. Oh my god, the wind is basically like cutting my skin with cold razors. Okay, so I found this rescue hut here. And I'm gonna just hide inside for a second because it's so cold outside. Okay, let's go. So cold, so cold, so cold. Shit, it's not gonna be a pleasure at all.
Sierra Nevada has a desert-ish landscape and climate, which equals to the very hot days and the very cold nights. I was frying on my way up with over 35 degrees Celsius during the day, but once I was close to the summit and the sun went down, I got exposed to the super strong winds and the temperature of around like 5 degrees. Oh, and when you go downhill with a speed of over 50 kilometers per hour, the feeling of cold gets triple. I was in pain.
Oh God, that was so terrible. I mean, the downhill should be a reward, but this time it was a punishment. But the views was awesome, and if I had to do it one more time, I don't know, I gotta think it over.
Now we're in Valencia. I was totally shocked when I got to the area around their Museum of Science. I felt like in a city from, Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the most badass modern creation of humans that I've witnessed so far. Damn, I'm impressed. The old part of the city is also pretty decent. Also check out these peculiar trees. Oh, and a funny thing, Spain seems to have a slightly different understanding of the word necessities. And last but not the least, Barcelona. From various movies I had an impression that this is a very colorful city with lots of small cozy streets, old buildings. But as a whole, it's just another big metropole which does not have as distinctive spirit as one would expect. I kinda didn't feel the magic here, although some locations are indeed impressive. By the way, you gotta watch out, because in this park, things tend to disappear. Middle Eastern and African immigrants camp in the bushes waiting for you to leave your belongings and immediately swallows them in.
The old part is dark, it's grim. It is how it's supposed to be. I don't know. Now it looks awesome. Yeah, on this side this looks like a nightmare, this side. Helicopter, SWAT. I don't know what is going on. Are they gonna fight with someone?
At first, I had no clue what the hell is going on, but I was informed that Catalonia, the region with Barcelona as a capital, wants to break out of Spain, because it's the richest region and they think they would do better alone. The president of Catalonia started to act like he was out of Spanish law, so he got prosecuted, which led to these riots. Honestly, I found such movements absolutely disgusting. Feeling of superiority, along with hatred towards your own motherland? What the hell?
I'm just gonna stay here because it's super warm and cozy in here. Like, look at it, look. Yeah, they got their prey. They got their prey.
One look at the faces of the protesters and I could clearly tell their IQ was way below the average. So I was just following them and laughing at their ridiculous behavior.
Look, poor Chinese shop owner. don't know where to put the trash because they burned the bins. So sweet. Oh, poor you. Where he's going? Oh, he's going on the other side of the street. He should be in here.
Hey, I don't want to end the video about Spain with this negative story. The country as a whole is super awesome. I will be definitely visiting it in the future. But is it my utopia? Okay, so here's the deal. Even though there were countries that I enjoyed a lot, some aspects of their culture, customs, habits made me tired, so I actually felt a little relief when I was leaving them. That wasn't the case only with Spain. Spain was the only country in Europe so far that when I was leaving it, I didn't feel it was too much. I felt that I could spend some more time there. But although Spanish mentality is really cool for entertaining purposes, I kinda don't see myself living among these people full time. So I'm still in search of my utopia. But hear me, beautiful Spanish women, I'll be back.
Yeah, dude. How did you do that, man? What? Are you there?